Something else going on in China is a major Chinese Bitcoin mining hub is shutting down its cryptocurrency operations for good. And where this is China's Inner Mongolia region. They plan to ban new cryptocurrency mining projects and shut down all existing ones in a bid to cut down on energy consumption. And this is something that came up recently with Tesla when Tesla put in, Tesla and Elon Musk put about $1 billion into Bitcoin. This argument came up then as well. But the argument is that Bitcoin and Bitcoin mining consumes an estimated 128.84 terawatt hours per year of energy, which is more than entire countries consume, such as, and they're like big countries. It's not like we're talking about like a super small country and how much energy they consume. We're talking about countries like Ukraine, Argentina, and other major countries consume less energy than Bitcoin mining. And the problem is, I don't know if it's a problem, but the challenge is that China accounts for 65% of all Bitcoin mining done globally, and Inner Mongolia accounts for 8% of the total Bitcoin mining globally around the world because of its cheap energy. So that's a really big portion, 8% in Inner Mongolia. Inner Mongolia isn't like, it's not like a massive place. Like if you're looking at the US, they make up about 7.2% of global Bitcoin mining. So Inner Mongolia does more Bitcoin mining than the US, and the US is by far, you would expect the U.S. to do more Bitcoin mining than Inner Mongolia. It's due to the cheap energy prices. But either way, Inner Mongolia now no longer will have Bitcoin mining. They're shutting down all existing operations and banning any new ones from coming up there. It was part of an agreement that happened in 2019. So Inner Mongolia, they failed to meet the central government assessment targets regarding energy use. They were consuming way too much energy in 2019. They were scolded by Beijing. The government did not like what was happening there. So in response to this, they put a plan in place that shut down all existing cryptocurrency mining projects by 2021 and April of 2021, and no more will be approved. So we'll have to wait and see what happens here as Bitcoin price gets higher and higher, as there's less and less Bitcoin that are available to be mined, because there is a limited supply. Remember, there is 21 Bitcoin that will ever be mined. So as that supply gets smaller and smaller that's left, it gets more and more expensive to mine Bitcoin, and it gets to be very expensive. Like when you're looking at these where they mine Bitcoin, it's essentially just buildings and buildings full of supercomputers, essentially. It looks like this. It's just a bunch of electronics hooked up, consuming so much energy, and it's mining Bitcoin. They need to have supercomputers. Algorithms get harder, gets more expensive, and they just have warehouses full of this. So we'll have to wait. Like Bitcoin mining isn't going away, but it's going to have to transition probably to different places around the world until all 21 million are mined, because as long as there's an opportunity to make money with it, people are going to be continuing to mine Bitcoin.